still don't work. Me and that dog are gonna have words.
There he is! I'm going after Raker. Don't follow.
What? Gamora!
Trust me, Peter!
We got another scut ton of goons coming our way.
Let loose, Rocket!
I hope Gamora takes that freak's head!
I do not want to be Raker right now!
Can't believe she just ran off.
She knows what she's doing! I hope. Push their lights out! Where is the assassin? She'll catch up! I hope. Need some breathing room, Groot!
The hovering shaman is blessing his flock.
Avoid scary lady! Right!
Perhaps you should avoid that electrical wizardry. We got close to the Grand Unicorn again. He's gonna send everybody. We will welcome them.
Buy some time, Groot! Going to be tricky without Gamora!
He will return. Come on. Gotta be around here somewhere.
We got a problem?
No problem.
You can grab on over there.
Yeah, what happens if Gamora don't catch up? Once they realize we're on the Milano, they'll throw everything they got at us.
I will not leave Hobart behind.
Flark, how's that thing still dogging us?
Run! Go!
Flark, how's that thing still dogging us?
Run! Go!
I hate everything in this ship!
Go, go, go!
I only got little legs!
Lift your feet, Peter Quill!
Jump!
What?
Jump!
Whoop!
We need to keep moving forward, Quill!
Rocket! Blast them! Punch them up!
I will enjoy this!
Come on! Everybody get in here!
The Milano should get here any tick now.
Should?
Yeah, well, it's the best I can do. And our window to meet her is getting smaller.
No, they're gonna open fire as soon as they detect her.
Yeah, I've got to run in silence. Who knows what kind of sensors Raker has on this guy?
I scrambled more than his brain with that one! Rocket! Safety's off! Let's see those branches! Do your thing, Drax!
We're in this now!
Zap! I love playing Zappa Zealot!
These deluded souls do not know when to quit!
We can't keep outrunning the whole army! We've got to cut them off, we're gonna die here!
I got an idea. Maybe I can overload these batteries, make this part of the ship go boom.
How big of a boom are we talking about?
Can't wait to find out. Keep them busy while I rig this place. Here come the creeps. I need time, Quill. Keeping the flark off my tail.
Punch it, Drax! Cut him down, Groot!
We have weakened the... with pleasure!
When have I ever failed to blow something up?
Man, that giant robot can take a lot of pain!
Come on, let me in.
Fuck it, no pressure, but figure it out!
This one mocks our every effort!
Make like a tree! Show him some... Don't let him shoot us!
And if you want to live, sanctimonious, scut-knucking zealots coming in.
Ah! The mechanical beast is running out of limbs!
Really missing Gamora right now.
I'm telling you, he just ain't a team player.
That's the guy who just rejoined the team after ditching us. Feels like I've been shooting that big buck for hours. Rocket, I hope you have a surprise for them.
Oh yeah, Baker won't forget this one.
Sick 'em, Drax.
Why couldn't they have used one of the 242 programming languages I know?
Rocket, how's it going?
Don't distract me when I'm paw-deep in explosives!
The gargantuan droid is also a sizable threat!
It's one of those 2 or more to operate thingies!
The giant robot is stumbling! We must put it down!
Ouch! That's gonna hurt! Okay, this one's set! Keep the loonies busy while I rig the next one!
I don't know if we can keep this up.
You have to! Clark! Well, I swear to Scott, if you let them shoot me in the air...
Don't want to rush you, but...
This battle must end!
Keep on keeping them busy, Drax! Making short work of these cultist creeps!
Zonked out weirdos deserve it!
Peter Quill, you must not shoot the enchanted one!
Yeah! The freak's gonna redirect your incoming! He's open! Go to town on him, big guy!
What the? Coach is choosing his team members!
Then put him in a ugly's fixing up his broom!
Well, that's not fair!
The flying one leaves a spell!
Put a target on him! Right! That floating freak's fixing up the rest!
Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them!
I got this, Rook! Help the rest of them! Okay, they're set to blow! We need to get the flark out of here!
How much time do we have?
I might have overdone it. Run!
No! Rocky, where's her? Where does this go?
Out!
Out where?
Outside!
Stay together, people! the edge! Don't fall off the edge! Whoa! Quick!
We must go back.
Are you crazy? I like killing sprees as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You gonna leave him behind too?
Don't talk like that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? We're supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Tell that to the giant Kratakan army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from.
Gamora!
Is that?
Yes,
How'd you get back?
it doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to go back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, flarkin' blah. So you got stepdaddy issues and had a horrible childhood. Woo-hoo.
Rocket!
What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here who had it bad. It don't mean we're angling to commit suicide because some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise nutjob stuff. If we go back there, we're dead. D-E-D! Dead!
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Who crawled up her butt and died? So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. It turns out they weren't as flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise them. Okay.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more stabby than usual. Hey! Better not slice through anything in that cargo bay. We ain't restocking anytime soon. I am Groot. Harsh. Excuse me, I ain't the one advocating to throw ourselves to the Flurkins. Right, Drax?
Yes.
You all right there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered. By Thanos. I do not wish to discuss it. Yes, little one.
You talking to me or the llama thing?
I was addressing the creature. She somewhat reminds me of my daughter.
Are Catastrophic girls covered in fur?
No, but they are resilient and stubborn, like the creature.
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora! I was only looking...
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I, actually never got a chance to say thank you for the doll.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so... lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the world mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be... kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it. only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
What is wrong with her? We have to go back. Sure, we're heroes, but there's a limit.
Gamora. Hey.
Is that Corell's Galactic War Commendation?
Yeah. I rescued it from her office. I was planning to give it back to her until...
No one could have predicted that Corell was dead. Or that Nikki would be the matriarch.
Or that she might be my kid.
That too.
She's gonna have questions and I don't even know where to begin. How did you and Mom hook up? Why weren't you around? Did you even want me? I've become my dad.
Do you want to practice on me, answering her questions?
Corell never told me about Nikki. She had a chance to tell me 3 years ago and she didn't.
What happened?
You have to promise not to judge me too harshly.
I can't promise that. I love judging people.
Fine. Corell maybe kinda caught me with a kidnapped 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, I can see why Corell wouldn't have mentioned Nikki.
It's not like that. I didn't kidnap the kid, Yondu did. I told him it was wrong, that we had to give her back, and he disagreed. So I stole the Milano and I was trying to return her when Corell just happened to intercept me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, after the Galactic War ended, Corell and I went our separate ways. I rejoined the Ravagers and she joined the Nova Corps. It's not like we had a future together. When she caught me with the kid, when I saw the disappointment in her face, I knew I had to turn over a new leaf. Even if it meant turning in Yondu.
You're the reason Yondu's in the kiln? No wonder there's a bounty on your Earth name. He must have been pissed.
Yep. But I'd do it all over again. What gets me is that Corell had plenty of chances to tell me about Nikki, and she didn't. If I had known, maybe...
The important thing is that you know now.
Yeah. I already told Nikki some of the story.
But not all of it.
What was I supposed to say? Hey kid, I hooked up with your mom. I might be your dad.
Maybe not that.
I mean, it was war. I was with the Ravagers hitting Chitauri supply chains. You know, pirate stuff. None of us had any long-term plans beyond survival, especially not kids. Hell, I only met Corell because I heard Earth was in Chitauri's crosshairs.
Mercury, yeah, I remember. Richard Ryder established an outpost on the planet's surface.
An undermanned, undergunned, and horribly outnumbered outpost that didn't stand a snowball's chance in hell when the Chitauri launched a sneak attack. Obviously, I had to do something.
Nikki would understand that, I think.
It was so close, Gamora. By the time I convinced Yondu to help, the outpost had fallen. We thought we were too late, so when Corell and her squad came out of those caves, she was just so... badass. Her forces had been through the ringer, but she wasn't about to give up Mercury without a fight.
That definitely sounds like the Corell I remember.
I tried to convince Yondu to stay and help retake the outpost, but he saw no profit in dying, so I stayed instead. We spent hours strategizing together, often late into the night. It took 3 days to come up with a counterattack, and even then, it was risky. We thought we were gonna die.
But you didn't.
No, we didn't. And now I have to figure out how to tell my estranged kid her mother's dead. Anyway, until we get Nikki back, we've got bigger fish to fry. This stuff can wait.
True. But when you are ready to talk about it, Just be honest with her. The rest will fall into place.
Yeah. You're probably right.
What do you think, bud? Now that Contraxi is gone, what's gonna be the new hotspot for entertainment? An asteroid, huh? Huh. Smart!
Hey, Rocket. You got a minute? I bought something in Nowhere to remove that Novacore lock. The guy said it was a lock disabler. It's not?
Piece of junk disabler is what it is.
Oh.
How do I have to say this again?
No shopping for tech without Rocket!
Fine.
Do I get a raise for this? Here you go. Ain't gonna get craftsmanship like that anywhere else.
I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in Nowhere? Bet our comms array wouldn't be all chewed up if we'd kept the llama in here. Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one. According to this, the collector reported Groot stolen 14 years ago.
Can we help you?
Oh, hey, Rocket, Groot. Sup?
What are you doing snooping through Groot's scut, Quill?
I am Groot.
Well, maybe you should mind.
Whoa, guys. Groot, I didn't mean to invade your space. Seriously, I would never do that. I was just curious about this report thingy I found.
Yeah, the report thingy that just so happens to bring up a lot of painful memories for Groot. Real smooth, Quill.
I am Groot.
It's not fine. The collector kept you in a frickin' cage like some kind of animal. As if it weren't bad enough you lost your entire planet.
I am Groot.
Fine. Groot says he'll answer your stupid questions.
How'd you end up with the collector in the first place?
How do you think? He stole Groot.
I am Groot.
Fine, you tell it.
I am Groot.
He says the collector found him at the start of the war, in the wreckage of his planet.
Holy crap.
But just a piece, a splinter. The rest got destroyed like everyone else.
Just a splinter? Does this mean you can't die?
I am Groot.
He can still die, but he ain't gonna, 'cause I ain't gonna let him. I'll replant you 1,000,000 times if I gotta.
So, how'd the collector find you?
I am Groot.
A drone found him, dormant in space. Guess old Tiven scours the galaxy for new specimens.
I am Groot.
Slavery ain't the same as saving.
I am Groot.
He insists the collector saved him by planting him, and also keeping him in a das cage until I stole him, hence the stupid Flarkin report.
Is it still active, the report? Will the collector come collecting?
You see any gold domes around lately?
Fair enough. What happened to your homeworld?
I am Groot.
You never told me that.
I am Groot.
What did he say?
He says the Shatari blew it up with an experimental doomsday device.
Holy crap. That's awful.
Ain't the worst part, Quill. Groot says after Planet X was blown up, the other branch worlds mobilized. But they weren't no match for the Shatari and also got destroyed. Far as he knows, he's the last of his kind.
Oh, Groot. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'd do if Earth was destroyed, if I was the last human.
He says it's not so bad. He's got us.
I know we don't talk a lot, Groot, for, you know, obvious reasons. But I can't imagine this team without you. I can't change the past, but I can't commit to making the future better.
He says he knows, and he's grateful.
I saw you looking at those emergency door...
Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior.
I
I
am the warrior.
And heart to heart, you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Watch it, Peter! You could fall on my sword if you're not careful.
Hope somebody makes the right call and gets us out of the way of those church idiots. It ain't cowardice, it's common sense.
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel, but that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
Shoo, move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my ship.
My ship.
Shoo, flark off.
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there. Yeah, maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Niet. This problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scout worth salvaging.
We're taking fire! Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
I ain't paying that psycho a single unit.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
Or feel free to point the guns right at him and charge.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Not sure how much we get out of taking down Crafton Crap Hole and his Legion of Crap.
Where's Drax the Destroyer? I don't see her spot.
Drax can't come to the phone right now.
I am Groot.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet.
These guys have really bad timing.
Starting to wish I'd stayed in dog jail.
Please, Drax. I would love you now.
And feed your ego? No thank you.
Only one lethal lane brain left.
One is all we need.
That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Got a piece of that guy. Woo! Who's the inferior life form now, huh? Jeez,
Still
how much money did she
Peter,
offer these guys?
I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters, but my cruiser will.
talking about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
That audience.
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. Lady Skull Shoot us the worst fucking timing!
Is she here?
Just her goons! This time!
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy won't work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Morons. Protect those ports.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill. Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege.
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still, Mel.
Just kill them already!
There's an arc to this!
Ha! Quill just tried to kill Splade to the deadliest woman in the galaxy!
Keep up the barrage. They will not survive it. I am Clary, warrior.
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yeah, old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow, talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Have to leave. Our skies are yellow. Need access to facilities.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I am Groot.
I know, Bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpant's mistakes.
How may we assist you?
We should report what Raker is up to.
Think the Flarkin World Mind doesn't already know?
Maybe not everything.
Fuck you!
We are aware of the current threat, but can
Devote no resources toward fighting it.
Just pick something, Peter.
Your crippling indecision vexes me, Peter Quill.
After scanning your ship,
Our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
The
The allocation of resources for direct
communication with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name,
Designation or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, muscle brain. It might work.
Not today.
Please state your celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work, but look at this scut. It...
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because I'm a sucker.
Justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys. Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas? How about future crime?
thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes
All future crimes irrelevant.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Because that went so well with Lady Hellbender.
Groot wants you to pick World Mind.
Scroll down! Scroll down!
Hey, your cop girlfriend is still listed here.
We
We
are
are sad to inform you that Denarian Carlos
is currently missing and
is
assumed
assumed dead.
Hey, isn't this that buckethead we killed on the rock?
We definitely did not murder him, and definitely did not admit it in front of a Nova Corps console, Rocket.
Scroll back up! I think I saw someone interesting.
Nova
Nova number
number
11249-44396
44396 is out of
our sensor range and unavailable.
unavailable for contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is?
I have yet to meet a Terran of any interest.
I know! Let's join the Corps and rob them!
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
And you cannot resume a cancelled application.
Application.
Does that say Nova Prime?
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication
Privileges
privileges
are suspended while we investigate
her
her
involvement in unsanctioned cult
cult activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then?
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas? If you pick Creequill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off. Better than Cree. Not much better, but better.
This menu again?
Oh, what do you mean the past crime button looks lonely?
We should tell them about the promise.
Right, as if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Due to the imminent termination of civilization,
We are unable to open new cases.
cases.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
Thank you for attempting to be an upstanding citizen.
As all prisons are being evacuated
You may self-sequester
wherever you wish.
connecting to banking.
I can't believe that worked.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind. Long time no see. It's me. Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine.
No. No, of course not. You need to save the
The
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
Is sweeping its systems, converting all who
encounter it.
In
In less than 3 cycles,
It has spread from the crew of a single
Star
star,
frigate to multiple outposts.
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3,
75.222%
2% of the Andromeda Galaxy.
galaxy, all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The world mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth.
Cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the Church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not
Already
already know.
know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as?
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hacked Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they'd do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
Experiential memories
stored within our files.
Good. So let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
Parameters of such a query, undertaking
taking a search protocol at this time.
advised.
Now, if you will excuse us,
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Of Xandarian culture. All else
is
is
secondary.
Ain't you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
Culture is more than a location.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
galaxy. We merely police it to get advanced.
Advance knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
Directive.
You have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons, the
Church is stockpiling resources.
its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic.
Models.
Then update your models.
We
We can
cannot
adjust our computations to the
enemy's
enemy's
nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is
is
illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
Don't you control the Nova Force? The magical energy that powers Nova Corps?
it is not
Magical. But yes,
Then how do you explain that one? Because to an outsider, it doesn't seem logical at all.
Thanos used to say it was generated by the living computers of Xandar.
the
living
living
computers of Xandar
are the Nova Force. It exists because we exist.
and we exist, therefore it does.
Sounds like you're able to harness your collective energy just like Raker with other people's faith. Maybe the way you do it can tell you how the church does.
Perhaps.
You
You have given us new data to consider.
Guardians of the Galaxy. We will
Later. Right now, we need to
focus on our departure.
You're still leaving?
We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search
search
of our databanks only revealed
a single entity with the potential
to
to
stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War,
Great. So no one?
we
We are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
we did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the Galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. Confirm payment. Come on, really?
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, all right?
Peter, we've got movement.
I'm Groot.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it.
Son of a schmack!
You're accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
Atriarch's promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!
Scott!
Whoa!
What the flark did you do?
I don't know.
Why have we stopped?
The Loser Legion must have hit something when they ambushed us.
Guys,
It's only a matter of time before the galaxy accepts the promise.
Sacrosanct is back there. We can't just sit here.
guys.
And how are we gonna do that? We're dead in the flarkin' water!
And if they find
Promise
us,
must
we're
be
screwed.
freely accepted.
Oh, yeah, and without an engine, we're screwed anyway!
Guys! Enough! Just stop already! I can't hear myself think. Rocket, fix the engines.
How am I supposed to do that? I can't even run a diagnostic.
I don't care! Just fix it!
Scoff.
And what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, okay? I can't just conjure up answers every 2 seconds.
Fine.
Don't. I just can't do this right now. I need some rest. Screw Nova Corps. Shouldn't have counted on them in the first place.